God tells us to serve Him only. Says He's a very jealous God. So if we serve others, then He's not going to be pleased with us at all. And what that means is serving others as far as believing or having faith in anyone besides Him. Like a lot of folks will do a Ouija board or go to a fortune teller or believe in things like Wiccan and witchcraft and believe all those things are okay with God, which they're not. Because, and even a daily horoscope. And what these things do is they give people false hope to where God says, if you're going to have hope in anything or anyone, to have hope in Him, because it's only with His approval that anything can happen. Whether it be good or bad or anything, God always has the final say-so. So with that in mind, He says, it's all about me. You serve me and you don't serve anyone else. So we got to keep that in mind and understand that if we do these other things and good things aren't happening in our life and we wonder why there's continued misery or whatever, well, that may have a lot to do with it, is God's not pleased with our putting faith or putting hope in someone besides Him. And He says not to test Him, to say, well, God, if you really exist, you'll do this, or if you really exist, you'll do that, or I really need this, and if I don't get it, then you're not real. And He tells us not to put Him to the test. So no matter what it is, we can't test God. And in our heart, we'll know if we're testing Him or not. Because when we are obedient to God and we instill hope in others, we encourage others, and it's all about helping others and not being selfish, then we receive God's graces and God's blessings, which means He finds favor in us, and then good things will continually happen in our life. And we'll lose things like loneliness and anger and bad habits, and He'll heal us from those things that are not the desires of our heart, that are just things that we've learned throughout our life that are things that bring us down. So He's there to continually lift us up and bring graces to our life. And God doesn't lie. If we know in our heart that He makes us a promise, then we know He's going to follow through on it. And it may not be in the timetable that we think it's going to happen, but eventually it will happen because it is the desire of our heart. So we've got to let Him know what those are. And He won't lie when he promises us something. And one thing we've learned about this life is no matter who it is, people will lie to us. Whether it be a parent, a spouse, a child, whoever it is, we're continually lied to. So when we have this peace from God and these promises that we know are in our heart, it helps each day to go by just better, and we feel more loved. And we don't put our faith in what man says or promises from people, because people do have a human nature, and we will let others down even though we don't mean to, and we will be let down. So let's put our faith in God, continually ask Him for what we want. Let's understand that He doesn't lie when He makes promises. And you have a great, blessed day, my friend. Peace and love to you and yours, and talk to you soon.